What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and I'm here with Queen of the Pie herself, KC, in the place to be. KC, how you doing?
Alive and well and alive.
Amen. Amen. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Happy belated Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I don't know if that's how you say it.
Because he had a dream.
But he did have a dream.
He did.
However you celebrate it. I always think about this. Like, how am I supposed to celebrate Martin Luther King Day? You know.
You're supposed to be mean to white people. Any way that you... MLK too. Because why did he have the dream? Because they wasn't acting right. That's why he had the dream. Had they had the quorum, he wouldn't have had the dream that we was holding hands and walking and shall overcoming. You know?
MLK said only love can conquer hate. So you can't
when's Malcolm's birthday? we gotta lift my man up. Woo, we've been turning too many cheeks. Ooh, Lord.
Now that's what we need. We need a coalition to bring. We need to put together a bill
I'm just saying
for Malcolm X Day to be a federal holiday. I don't know when that is. That would be hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That would. Can you imagine?
I would go to the gun range every Malcolm X Day and just fire off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. As he would have
and do it with joy in your heart to know that his spirit is with you. You know what I mean?
I would even go to the temple. I would go to a mosque.
Assalamu alaikum.
You feel me? I would. I really would. Shout out to Malcolm X. Shout out to Martin Luther King. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all enjoyed the day. And just so you know, man, producer of the pod, Jay, is not here with us today. We want to give a big shout out to him. He out here getting the money. Go get it how you live, my brother. You feel me? So yeah, let's get cracking. We ain't gonna worry about nerd news. We're not gonna worry about it. I don't really have much.
I don't either.
My nerd news is more
nigga news.
Way geeky, way technical.
Oh, okay, we can go that direction too. Yeah.
You know, way technical. It's a whole thing, bro. I don't want to do it to you. Be crazy work. But honestly, I've really been heavy on AI stuff. It's almost the same shit. I learned about different stuff. Anyway, so let's get to the tea. Let's get to the KC.
Clink.
What's been going on?
All right. So tea this week has been like ongoing tea. The tea's not that hot, but I forgot to talk about it last week, y'all. So we have Desmond Scott and Kristy, who is no longer going by Kristy Scott. She's going by Kristy Sarah, if I'm not mistaken. They are a TikTok couple that was or is pretty well known. I know they each have over 1 million followers on TikTok, and if you know TikTok, like that's a big feat, right? I think having 1 million on any social platform takes a lot, and also shows that you have quite a good following. So they both are she kind of came into the content creation world, and we know her from her silly videos and ways that she annoyed her husband or kind of kept it, comedy, fun, light. And he is someone who is, on TikTok, does different recipes and things of that nature. He's a chef. They have decided to separate or divorce under the notion of him being a cheater. Infidelity was marked as the reason. And there have been, since they've come out about this divorce, there has been a lot of speculation to what led to him cheating. And this is the one thing I'll say. I never wish or pray for any married couple to divorce, right?
Never.
I think in my opinion, marriage is something that's sacred and shouldn't be taken lightly. So I do think it's weird that you have people that's like, oh, well, she was annoying him, or she did crazy things, or, X, Y, and Z. I think that marriage is not something we can get a full scope of in a 60-minute TikTok, or
Oh, for sure.
a minute you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there is so much to any relationship, never mind marriage. They also have 2 children. Recently just built a house from scratch. I mean, from the ground up. Shorty had her revenge pick, cut the hair in a bob. And ladies, when a woman cuts her hair, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a fresh start. So I
Waiting to
truly,
exhale.
you know what I mean? Ian in a red dress. Caption says same address. So we know who's keeping the house. I truly do love this for her. I think infidelity is a character flaw. And I think that people say, oh, well, you could just forgive, but there's a lot that goes into infidelity, especially when you think about whether it was physical or emotional. I think either way, it's not good. So I'm just, praying for her and the family.
You said you think infidelity is a character flaw.
I do.
Expound on that.
I think it's a character flaw because by you cheating, you're telling me that you can't control your urges, right? Or you can't express a sense of, I'm missing something, I need something, let's work on this together, let's figure out what is it that I'm missing, if that makes sense. I think it says more about the person who's cheating than the person that's cheated on.
Huh. Fair. I mean,
You know what I mean?
it definitely, um, it exposes you for sure. It's something that it does say something about
It
you. You know what I'm
does.
saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I'm not here. I don't defend the cheaters. I don't defend the
Okay.
cheaters. I just want to throw that. I ain't gonna be that nigga. I just
Okay. Good
wanted to
job,
hear what
Tyler.
you had. I just wanted to hear what you had to say.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
and then I think there's no, and I feel like in a marriage, because in their situation they were married, they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, they
Ooh,
were
she
married
pulled that red dress out. What? I'm sorry.
and
I'm
killed them
sorry.
and killed them. The photos she ate. But I truly feel like it's a character flaw. I think it's something that you are not. It's a sign of weakness. You know what I mean? You succumb to flesh. You know what I mean? You allowed the flesh to deceive you and pull you in. Yeah.
um,
I can't.
you succumb to the weakness
You
in the
did.
flesh. um,
Um,
um, now, from what I have heard,
mm,
from what I've heard, and I would love to know what you think about separation, because
mm,
the rumor is he, the act of cheating was done during separation, the separation
correct.
period.
Mm.
Um, what is your opinion on that? Do you count separation as not being together?
So myself, Casey, I think when you're separated, you're trying to figure it out.
Yes.
So if we're figuring it out, that means we haven't called it quits, meaning we're
Correct.
still, to a certain capacity, very much so a couple. So for me, that's just like, everybody talks about this. That's like Friends, Ross and Rachel.
Mm.
A break, that you know what I mean? Like, that's different. I think when you're separated, you should be figuring each other out. Figuring, okay, this is not working in our relationship. How can we strengthen this? But
Mm-hmm.
separate doesn't mean free for all. I could,
Can I ask you something?
lay down with somebody else. I don't know.
Temptation is a real thing.
Oh,
Temptation is a real thing.
absolutely. Hence the
Do you?
character flaw. You falling for that is a character flaw.
This is fair.
And that's for
This
men
is
and
fair.
women. I'm not sexist when it comes to that.
But do you think? All right, the man
Take your
separated.
time.
The man separated. He got 1.9 million followers.
Okay.
Homie just try to go out and get a drink, maybe. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, you know, some of these women just know what they doing out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hook them, reel them in like it ain't nothing. You feel me?
You
I
don't
just
think
feel like
she hasn't had men throw
so that's
themselves
the
at her?
thing. I'm very curious as to I don't know what women celebrities really, and mind you, and I'm not talking about like Halle Berry or something. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about the Instagram famous ones. I'm just not sure if they get this same level of temptation
Mm-hmm.
as just because I don't know how much men be like, oh, there's a check attached to that. I, you know what I'm
Got you.
saying? A dude, dude 1.9 mil, it might be a little crazy just because most women may see him as a check more so than like I want to like get with the dude,
Have a
but
relationship. Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying she may not have had a tougher situation out during
Yeah.
separation, but like I
You know
I'm
what?
I'm I'm very curious as to if it's a tougher thing to just avoid the
I
temptation.
think I think you're right. In my opinion, I truly feel like men are more respectful about a woman's marriage. This is not to say that men do not, you
Oh,
know,
for sure, for sure.
wreck homes and things of that nature. But when we're looking at statistically, I feel like women give give less of a fuck about it.
Yeah,
They don't care less. So I could see that. I could absolutely
yeah.
see that. I feel
I'm
like
curious.
men, they're more respectful about marriage and and those and that facet of things.
Yeah, I, I'm very curious if I wonder how tired he was of her content. I enjoy her content. I love the way she getting on, put some heels on, and start doing flips and putting them heels to the
Yeah,
test.
I mean,
But
I mean,
also as somebody who I wonder if she was legit would legit do stuff while he sleep, stuff like
yeah.
that, or if like, hey,
Mm.
we gonna plan this out. But I can only imagine like how long can you take your wife just doing the sideways
Yeah, I
moonwalk.
mean, I get it. And they've been together since they were 14. That's the other thing too.
Mm,
So they've been together a hot minute.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think there's a lot that goes into that. I think that when you get older, you evolve, right? And the person you are when you're 14 is not necessarily going to be the person you are when you're 30. So I understand that we grow and shape and move, right? And I think that's why marriage should be a contract that you renew. It should.
Well, it sounded like he wasn't able to adjust. I
Yeah,
think
and I think I'm
yeah,
not
he wasn't able
siding
to
with them.
adjust.
You know what I mean? But I do think, people do grow apart and things. It's not, marriage is not something that you just you get in the car and you ride. No, you got to get maintenance. You got to get an oil change and things of that nature. So we don't know again the steps they took in order to kind of like salvage their marriage. And
Yeah,
sometimes, Tyler, and I'm sure you know, friends, sometimes it's beyond what therapy could do. It's beyond what, you know what I mean, anyone could do, especially if you feel like, yo, I'm tired. I feel like this is just not, I'm not in it like I was before.
yeah.
That's fair too. I think the thing that's annoying is people making assumptions of like, oh, well, he was tired because of the content. It's like, there's, again, we're
It's a
seeing
lot
such
going
a
on.
small slice of
Yeah,
their life. We can't judge their a whole marriage based off of a few minutes of her, being silly or whatever the case may be. Um, but yeah, you know.
I want to end just on this one thing, man, because I've seen homies go through divorce, and
Mm,
there's no shade to the homies. I really want the fellas, I really want men
mm,
to really make sure, like this marriage thing, like, and you take my advice, take it or leave it. Put
mm,
your pride and ego aside when it comes to marriage. Like, boy,
mm.
your wife she know how to like. She know what strings to pull. She know what strings to pull. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important. It's very important if you really want like a lasting marriage. Put your pride aside.
That's real.
Because she could be saying something one way and you're not even listening because of how she's saying it. But it's like just hear out. Hear the words.
That's real.
Or sometimes you be like, you be ready to be upset. And then I always think like, I ain't even gonna sit here and act like I ain't leave them dishes on the table last night. Let me shut the hell up.
and that's it. Just you got to take accountability. You know what I mean?
I can't speak for the wives. I can only give you information as a husband. Put your pride and ego aside, and you know things could work out. Could I'm sure there's other things that
there's always potential. Yeah.
The pride and the ego, man, it's gonna mess you up. So hey,
it is.
Take it or leave it, fellas. Take it or leave it. Hey, KC, we appreciate the tea. We appreciate the tea.
I try.
If Kristy's back out on the streets, fellas, good luck. I wish you
good luck.
You feel me? KC, it's time for KC's picks. I want to let you know we did a great job last week. KC and Jalen were both 3-1.
Come on.
I was 1-3.
Damn, you know, Tyler, what it is. Were you awake? Like, what's happening?
I was awake. You know, I like to root. Actually, I can't even say I like to root for the underdog. I thought everybody and their mama thought Buffalo was gonna win. Josh Allen played terribly. He played a terrible game. I hate to say it. He played terrible.
I feel like we're too far along to play terrible. You know what I mean?
He's been in the playoffs too many times to fumble the way he does.
He's not new to this.
To throw interceptions sometime the way. Now, I will say the last interception he threw, KC, very questionable call. It was almost like a tug of war for the ball, and I thought it was a catch, but they called it interception. It's what it is. But there was a lot of plays he could have made, and they wouldn't even have had to get to that point. You feel me?
Gotcha.
That loss on him, the coach got fired.
Ooh.
Yeah, crazy work. But I think a lot of people had Buffalo winning, except you, KC. You called it. You had the Broncos winning. Good for you.
Come on.
You also, of course, had the Pats.
Bronchies.
I really thought that CJ Stroud.
What was he on though? I mean, my man was on vacation mentally.
KC, how was your experience at the watch party?
So, for those of you who don't know, NRG held a watch party. Tickets were $0. Most you could get was 4 tickets. I got 2. I was like, let me secure a ticket for me and my homegirl. Got the 2 tickets. There were no assigned seats, Tyler. And if you know black people, they are going to nig if you allow them. So when we got there, you got people holding seats, throwing sweaters over them. There were several fights that occurred over the seats. I want to say the first 2 quarters, I'm sorry, I was standing up because, again, Texas is a carry state. Okay? I don't want no problems. I also wore a neutral sweater because something told me, hey, you know what? Come on in, come calm. I saw a couple of my friends, saw Randy Moss jersey. I was like, ooh, that's a throwback. It was an interesting game. They were by the top of quarter 3. A lot of people left. They knew what was happening.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad though. I mean,
CJ Stroud played a terrible game.
He wasn't focused. He wasn't focused, in my opinion. I don't think he was locked in.
After this round of the NFL playoffs, there are officially no more black quarterbacks left in the playoffs. And it just sucks that he played absolutely terrible. At least Caleb Williams played a game worthy of respect. He had an absolutely insane touchdown throw, in the fourth quarter that made
Okay.
no sense to any man watching that game. You really thought he was throwing the ball out of bounds, and next you know, there's a player in the corner of the end zone catching the ball. The man turned his back to the defense, ran away, like zigzagging for about 15 yards, turned around, and just launched it to the corner of the end zone. I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
I mean, that was a lucky catch.
I mean, it's a mix of luck, and I think they planned it like that. I
don't know. You think that was intentional?
I think it was to give him time.
Oh, okay.
It was freaky. It was free. But they did lose. That was your only pick that was wrong, was Chicago winning. But I can't blame you for that. I can't blame you for that.
I really thought Chicago was up. But you did tell me that was going to be like, that's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
So it is officially the conference championship weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I already know you got the Pats in the Denver versus Patriots game.
Absolutely.
The Denver Broncos are starting their backup quarterback because their starter broke his ankle in the last 2-3 plays of the game. Starter broke his ankle.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know he broke it. Jesus.
With all that being said, I'm a hater. I'm going with the Broncos.
We know. Here's the thing. I had to explain this to my homegirl. She told me, she's just like, I just feel like the Patriots, like, y'all are greedy. And I was just like, well, this is a new roster of school kids. They didn't get to go on the field trip.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no, KC. I mean?
I'm going to tell you where the greed comes in. The head coach for the Patriots was on the teams that won the Super Bowls.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I can see the 3. And then the offense coordinator was on the teams that won the last 3 Super Bowls.
Oh, okay. Well,
so it just keeps going. It's a train that keeps rolling. And it's just, what's upsetting. It's hard to respect these wins only because none of the quarterbacks have showed up. Like, none of the opposing quarterbacks have showed up.
It's not fair, though. I mean, everybody got the same schedule. You know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs.
Okay.
Like, these teams, we talking 11 and something wins. We talking, like, these teams, these quarterbacks have been proven in the regular season. And for some reason, reasons I can't explain. And I know the Patriots have a decent defense. But for reasons I can't explain, these niggas looking like ass. These niggas looking like they should have been 4-13 in the regular season, just making some of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen. And I'm like, every other quarterback in the playoffs plays like they have some type of competency. They play like their team deserves to be in there. But for some odd reason, when they come to Foxborough, they don't know how to play the game of football. I just can't fathom it's because of the Patriots. I can't fathom. I don't know what's being put in their hotel food. I don't know what these niggas is doing the night before. They need to get plenty of rest because they look tired. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, shout out to Drake May. I mean, phenomenal. Killing it, kid.
The Pats go on the road for this last game. I will say the last 2 teams they played, they had to fly to different time zones. You had to go from LA to New England, Houston to New England. I know it's an hour off, but different times.
But still, it's a shift. Yeah,
Pats got to come to the West. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be a little, but hey, Pats are the favorite. But I'm a hater.
Well, technically, no, because I think when they picked on ESPN, they all picked Texas, Houston. None of them picked the Pats.
Pats the favorite for this game, for the game coming up.
Gotcha. Okay. People don't like Denver?
They got a backup quarterback. KC, their backup quarterback is playing is starting the game.
But, I mean, in order for you to be a backup, you got to be half decent, huh?
KC, I don't know if...
the backup just got a pulse? I mean, what?
The only backup quarterback that I've known to go in and win a
in the
championship
history
game
of backups
is Nick Foles for the Eagles. That boy stepped in and won the Super Bowl for us. He beat the Patriots. But that's the only backup I've known to step in the NFL and pull something like this off. He has not taken a snap. He has not taken a snap this whole year.
Oh, okay.
Like outside of preseason, the man is not stepping on the field. The boy been on vacation.
Well,
for 20 weeks.
Come on, Pats. We're going to the bowl.
Now, the other game will be fun. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, Seahawks. I like the Seahawks.
I am going to join you in that endeavor.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks. They're solid.
Shout out to my man Townsend. He's a Raiders fan, but he says in the playoffs he's rooting for the Rams. Well, really? If you ain't gonna root for the Eagles.
You know, I found this out about the Rams. The Rams, I know they were always in LA, but there was at one point in time they were in St. Louis.
It was not one point. It was for a while. They was in St. Louis. They won their first Super Bowl in St. Louis.
Leaving because of the stadium.
Correct.
And so I found that out Sunday. My homegirl, she's from St. Louis, and so she was giving me the rundown, and so she was like, "It's always gonna be fuck Rams." I was like, "Oh, got you."
The first Super Bowl that the Patriots won was against the St. Louis Rams.
Oh.
And the last Super Bowl that the Patriots won was against the Los Angeles Rams.
Got you. That was in 17, huh? 2017? Something like that. It was a minute.
It was 2018. It was the year after they beat Atlanta. After they beat Atlanta. Okay. Well, 2018 or 2019? 2018.
Some around there. I know it's been a minute. Yeah, we haven't, you know what I mean?
Something like that. I think the last Super Bowl was against them. I'm pretty sure about that. I could be wrong. Shit.
All right. Interesting.
Those are Casey's picks. Brought to you by Patreon, the No Clearance Patreon. Make sure you go to patreon.com/NoClearance for the convo before the convo. We appreciate all of our patrons for your patronage. Let's get into it, man. It's time for Tyler's Turntables. Shout out to all my hip hop connoisseurs out there, man. We're back, man. A$AP Rocky released an album that nobody saw coming. Actually, I saw it coming. I'm gonna tell you why. A$AP Rocky was on the cast of Highest to Lowest, the Spike Lee film, and they did an interview with Spike Lee, A$AP, and Denzel. And I swear, I saw this interview. My pops was watching it in the house for some reason. I walked in my parents' house. My pops had it on probably a week before this album dropped. Spike Lee was like, "Yo, man, when you gonna drop some music?" He was like, chill, Spike, chill, Spike. He was like, "Man, for real, I'm gonna just drop it. Like, I just want to drop it. I don't want to do nothing voodoo. I just want to drop it." And best believe, the nigga just dropped it. He just dropped the album. Shout out to KC for sending it to me because I'd have missed it. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. It's the name of the album. And when we look at the, let's start with the album cover, man. The album cover was by Tim Burton, the legendary Tim Burton, who made movies such as Nightmare Before Christmas. What was the Beetlejuice?
Didn't he do Edward Scissorhands, I think?
Edward Scissorhands. He was also, I believe, was part of the Wednesday show on Netflix. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that. So that was cool. For some reason, he's cool with Tim Burton. I mean, that's just some A$AP Rocky type stuff right there. This is his first album in 8 years. The question is, where's he been? What has he been doing? Well,
having
two things. He has 3 children by Rihanna. He's married at this point to Rihanna. 2 boys and a daughter. They just had a daughter.
Wait, is he hood married or like for real, like official married?
He married. I believe so. He's married.
I know that's right. Come on.
Shout out to, in between time, at least the one single I can remember off the top of my head is That's My Bitch. I don't know if you remember that song. Rihanna was in the music video. It was a real hood wedding music video.
Very, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we also must remember He was in jail in Sweden around
Oh.
2020, around that early 2020s,
Mm,
for assault on somebody who was trying to assault them. It was a whole case. He got out
mm,
after doing time for about a month. And then he also had a court case. The trial was in the top of 2025,
mm,
where one of the former ASAP members alleged that I want to say they allegedly shot him. It was an assault case.
mm,
Even though the boy only got a graze on him, they couldn't find no evidence that the gun was like he had the gun was his. They couldn't find anything of that nature.
mm,
But the case did go to trial, and that is when we get the legendary moment of ASAP being told he was not guilty. And as soon as he was told not guilty, he jumped back. He jumped over over the ledge and hugged Ree and hugged Rihanna
mm.
and the family. I ain't never seen that like that. Jumped like Superman and just hugged the whole family. The judge was like, "Hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Turn that shit around." You know what I'm saying? No baby,
What
no
was
baby,
what
put
was
your ass.
what was the sentence? Had he been charged? What was he looking at?
That's a great question. I can't give you details
Because
on
for
that. He
you
was
to
looking at
turn
some
around and
time.
jump like you had to. That's a good chunk of
Yeah,
time we talking
I'm
about.
pretty sure he was looking at. I'm pretty sure he was looking at some time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oof.
he's made it through the storm. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? He's made it through the storm, and so here we are. If any of you get the chance to check out his interview with the New York Times, I truly recommend it. It's a really good interview. And so we start the album with Order of Protection, and he starts the album. He's like, where ASAP been? He said, it's been a little while since I've been in the league, a couple little trials, couple of leaks. Still in the field like I'm running in cleats. Last time I checked, we still in the league. I said, well, nigga,
mm,
all right, nigga, that's where you been.
mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Working.
Um, Overall, it's funny listening to ASAP again after this time. Someone could say, yeah, he sound like ASAP. Um, that's a blessing though.
Mm-hmm.
I think we gotta realize that his sound is still unique to him, and
Mm,
nobody else can really create it because he's a very creative person. We got
mm-hmm.
all types of production value. I don't want to say not as much on the rapping. Like this flow
Mm,
almost stays the same throughout most of the album. Production
mm,
wise, I thought it was awesome. In the car, you turn that shit up, it's all different types of vibes throughout the album. You feel me?
mm.
One of the more notable songs, "Stole Your Flow." "Stole Your Flow." Let me get to the lyrics real quick because he takes shots at the boy,
Who's the boy?
the
Drizzy?
boy Drizzy.
Mm,
His bars start with, "First you stole my flow,
mm.
so I stole yo bitch."
Classic. Nice. Nice. Well,
And so I guess this may not be. I'm sure he in the interview they say, "Is this directly at Drake?" He like, "Look, we fell out, but it ain't like I'm just talking to him." You know what I'm saying?
I was about
But
to say, I feel like there's more. I think before we talked about Travis and how Travis, a lot of people felt like Travis took
mm,
his whole style, his flow, his
mm.
whole thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's multiple people that we can accuse of
But the
copying him.
stealing yo bitch just feels like this is directed very much at Drake. Now, I
Yeah.
don't think Rihanna ever really gave Drake a chance, in my personal opinion.
I think she friend zoned him.
I think she friends on that man real quick, you know. Especially when you look at the fact that she's like, I think Rocky's a totally different nigga than Drake. You talking about a
Yeah.
Harlem nigga with so much swag
Mm-hmm.
and confidence is just ridiculous. And I feel like Drake is somebody that kind of had to build up that level
To
of
that.
confidence through the fame.
Mm-hmm.
ASAP,
Yeah.
nobody could know this nigga. He be him.
He's still giving that. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I think they both really bond over the fashion and all this type of stuff. And so I thought it was a fire line to start off, but
Mm.
hey, when you ain't dropped in a minute, you could take shots like that. I feel like you can because it's like, I really been cooling. Drake been out here for the past decade or so, just taking
Back to
shots at
back with
everybody
it.
and their mama. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Um, one of my favorites. I like Player. I think Player
Okay.
is one of my favorites. Um, just I kind of like where he's coming at with the bars on that. Y'all go check that out. Shout out to Brent Fayez with the hook on "Stay Here for Life." I think that's probably gonna be the single. Like if there was a radio hit,
Oh, I think
"Stay
I've
Here."
heard that
Yeah,
on social media. I like that one. The
yeah. I
chorus is
think if there
good.
was a radio hit, that's the one. And then I want to give a shout out to Doechii, man. She made the song "Robbery." I really
Okay.
like "Robbery." It's Robbery is a jazz beat. It's a real jazz beat. Like it feels like a dedication to the Renaissance. You feel me? Like that Harlem
Mm,
Renaissance type vibe he was
yeah.
rocking on, and it almost felt like some Bonnie and Clyde type stuff on there. I
Okay.
thought that was a really good song that had like a theme and you stuck with it. You know, the whole
Hmm.
thing of that nature. So shout out to him. Overall, I don't be rating stuff. I'm gonna just start rating these albums nowadays. I really get it. Ah, I give it 7 out of 10. I think that's good. I think 7 out of 10
I
is
think
solid.
that's solid. That's solid.
Maybe 7.5. I think production wise, it goes all types of ways. You
Hmm.
know,
Like in a good
definitely,
way or not?
yeah,
Okay.
definitely in a good way. Crank it up in the car. Like I wouldn't recommend putting this. This ain't really background music. Like don't try to put on the background and think you're gonna like enjoy the album. Like
Mm.
you kind of gotta crank this, turn this joint up, and really like vibe to it. I think live it will sound it's a fun time.
I
Like
think
when
he
when
already
he performs
announced
this.
a tour too. I saw an ad
Yeah,
for it on Ticketmaster. So yeah.
it definitely will be a fun time when he performs this. And so yeah, man, don't be dumb. Shout out to ASAP for coming back with a strong. This is a strong comeback album, like really strong. If he was gone, it's not like nigga ain't do too much. He was like, I'm sticking to
Mm.
myself. Like I do what I do. Um, and also, I think one thing we don't do enough, especially the older we get. Like, make
Mm.
sure y'all go check out the visuals, check out the music videos. A lot of the characters on the album cover, they
Mm.
show up. They show up in the music videos, so there's a lot of personality. And you know, when you see the music video with the songs, it sound better. It makes sense. Everything just comes
Mm.
together. You feel me?
Okay.
So
I'm
make
gonna have
sure
to
y'all
check it
do
out.
that and check that out. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to ASAP. Shout out to ASAP. And one last thing I forgot to say last week about Cole's album.
Come
Um,
on.
Cole dropping the album on February 6th, 2026. Why is it so important? Where he's from, Fayetteville, North Carolina, that he reps a lot, is
Hmm.
called the 2-6. And so that was one thing that just kind
Come
of,
on, playing with the numbers.
you feel me? You feel me?
Well,
When you
that's
hear
it's 2626.
260, oh, this is so similar to 2014 Forest Hills Drive. When it was like, I gotta
Mm,
drop this album in 2014 because the address of my house was 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And it's like,
got
dang,
you.
I want to do
Okay.
I wonder how much this album is like, this gonna be my best bars, my best this and that, but
Mm,
also like this for Fayetteville. Like this is for where I'm from. This for them. This for the people. I'm gonna do it
mm,
up. So I just I got good feelings. I got good feelings. It kind of it flew up my head for a second, but as I was digging in, of course
yeah.
he says 2-6 all the time. 2-6 true spit.
Mm,
I'm a poet type stuff, and I was like, dang, the boy just he couldn't have done it any other time. So it was like that would have been fire if I predicted that shit. But hey, hey,
I'm not mad at it though. That's kind of hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is hard. It is hard. I
Yeah.
am look, man. Everything in me is trying not to buy that vinyl. For those who don't know, you could pre-order the vinyl for the fall off, which is a
Okay.
picture. It looks like an old picture of the desk where he grew up, where he could like, and it was a chair and a beatbox, his red beatbox that he had when he was a kid, and it looked like that's the album cover, like the desk with the chair and the beatbox and the wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, the vinyl, I want to say it's 50. It might be more. I think it's a $50 vinyl. Now that ain't including shipping and handling.
Oh, that's without. Okay.
That's without $50 vinyl. See, the thing is, if I saw him in concert, I would buy the vinyl. Like, I would buy the vinyl that day, like as I'm leaving.
Oh, physically
I would physically go purchase it. Yeah. I just,
because once they add that shipping, that's gonna be damn near $60,
yeah,
60 something.
I haven't had good experience with ordering vinyls online. The last one I did was Cowboy Carter, not Cowboy Carter, Renaissance. Which one was the double album? Was Cowboy Carter?
No. It was Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, the last one I did was Cowboy Carter, and
it came like scratched.
I don't think it was fully done. Like, yeah, it skips. It skips a lot. It skips a lot on my vinyl player, and so I feel
you got to report that to whoever you bought that from.
Maybe I will. I feel like it's old now. I feel like
I was about to say, you're gonna have to eat that at this point.
I don't know. I'm tipping because I'm tiptoeing on whether I should do it or not. But if I don't do it, I for sure have to go see him in concert and go buy a vinyl. It has to be done.
That's valid.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But February 6th can't come soon enough. I feel bad for any album dropping before that.
Oh,
hey, Rocky.
True.
Rocky, I gave you a week.
But you know what, Rocky, if you think about it, he was kind of smart, Ty, because you're getting at least a solid maybe 2 weeks of people being able to listen to your stuff, no interruptions. You ain't got to worry about Jay. And then after the 2 weeks, I mean, Jay Coca's is up. So you got a solid minute for people to kind of tune into you and figure that out. Now, his concert, I don't know about the tour tickets though. Because if I have a choice between ASAP or Cole, no offense, Rocky, I'm going with Cole. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's because this might be his last one.
I truly feel like it is. I just don't think he's giving us any more. I really believe that he is somebody. He really be like man of his word. I can see him
doing some Jay-Z type shit though. I'm retired, and then randomly pop up. You know what I mean? But I will say, I don't think the random pop up is going to be right away. I think it's going to be a hot minute.
So when I listen to Inevitable, he's getting really into the production end of thing, like video wise. I think he wants to get more into media and like creating films and like he's not like he don't know how to use the tool, but he know put things together. Like he can give you the ideas and stuff. I really think he's gonna get into like media company type stuff and creating development stories on some Kobe type stuff after he finished playing ball or something like that. But we'll see. Well, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm long winded, but I just want to say one last thing, man. Charlemagne been hating on J. Cole for a long time.
Really? Ain't he from the Carolina?
That's what I know. Charlemagne been hating on J. Cole for like. Look, I respect Charlemagne. Y'all already, you know how I feel. Got his book. Got his first book anyway. I ain't get the other two. I got his first book. Big fan. Brilliant Idiots. I'm a Brilliant Idiots member. I'm a Brilliant Idiots fan. You feel me? But the way he be hating on Cole, and I don't want to hear the excuse of, he had a chance to battle and he ain't step up to the plate. The nigga been hating on him way before the rap battle. Way before. And I'm like, dog, what this nigga got to do? You know?
Well.
every time he drop a record, they be like, that boy was spitting. And then he just go, I mean, we know the nigga can rap. What does that mean?
But you know what? That mean? And that's not fair because I feel like Charlemagne gets at the dudes that's not rapping. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta give him respect. I mean,
I don't know what it means when that nigga say. I mean, we know that nigga can rap. What else the nigga supposed to do?
I'm so curious about his hate for him or why he dislikes him.
He always go with like he from Carolina, so I don't not like him. It's just.
But is that the only reason why you can't you tolerate him? Is because
he's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's the weirdest thing, bro. As soon as Cole come up, he's just a contrarian because everybody else in the room loves J. Cole. I
gives
really
him his
feel
flowers.
Like yeah. Oh man. And he go, there's so many other people you can listen to. I'm like, nigga, this is Cole. What are you talking about?
No.
And look, man, I can't stand it. I just want I don't appreciate the nigga hate, and it might be because he a dark skinned nigga. Well, I mean, it might be because Charlamagne dark. It just feel like some light skinned, dark skinned nigga hate. Hey,
yeah, because he be giving Kendrick all the praises.
Oh man, now he deserve it. Don't get it wrong.
No. But again, I feel like we've had this conversation. Cole and Kendrick their abilities is, you know what I mean?
Come on.
You can't have, you can't accept one and not the other, in my opinion.
And that's one thing. That's one last wish I got for the album. Cole, look, if 21 Savage can get away with this shit, you can too. I need a song with Kendrick. I need a song with Drake. That's all I'm asking. If this gonna be your last one,
please and thank you.
Oh,
please and thank you.
All right, y'all. That's all we got for this episode, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. Make sure, man, let us know what you think of the A$AP Rocky album in the comments. Let us know what you think of the Desmond and Kristy divorce. Who you got winning in these games? Come Sunday. I think both games on Sunday. Who you got winning? You feel me? So yeah, let us know. Make sure you like this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some other videos. And after you subscribe to our channel, you go to Dare to Talk. You go to that Dare to Talk YouTube channel. Subscribe to KC's podcast. And enjoy. Enjoy her content as well. It's very dicey. Very dicey. If you're a single man, I pray for you. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you it's not that bad.
That's all we got for y'all today, man. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace out.